You guys please give a huge round of applause everybody for Mela, Todd Haberkorn, Sonny Strait, Luci Christian, Xander Mobus, and Sarah Natochenny! Welcome. You guys can sit anywhere you want. You're welcome to sit there. Mela, do you want to sit right there? I'll have you come right around.
I'm going to sit behind the table. You look less fat that way.
Check. As everybody's getting situated, I want to say what a treat this is for me, because when you're on a panel from this side of the table, when you're on a panel and you've got that man moderating, you are in delightful marshmallowy hands.
Good hands.
Oh, Todd, stop it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the man right here. Because everyone else, you ever get nervous on not nervous, but anxious because you're like, how's this gonna go? They say it's emceed, but really it's like, it's really you running it.
Yeah.
He's the Tesla full self-drive mode.
Aww.
But he doesn't crash.
We love you.
Thank you so much. It's so nice. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. You're always so kind. It's so
Oh my
kind.
gosh, yes.
Everybody, can you give a huge round of applause? Welcome to Tampa. We're so excited to have you guys. It's exciting. Now, this thing is that we have a bunch of people that have some questions here, so we're going to actually just jump into these questions, and then we'll just do a few antidotes as we go on. So let's go ahead and get started.
Hello, my name is Jake, and it's nice to see you for the third time, Luci, and second time for Sarah and Sonny, and the first time for you, Xander, Joker, and also for Mela. And Todd, for you especially. My question
Hi.
for you is, for Todd, is you always were always like partners with Charmaine Lay. I think that's how you say your name. The actress on like Fairy Tale, where you're not Sue and then she's Lucy, and then you were Deaf the Kid on Soul Eater with Patty on the same thing. Then you were opposite though on Sword Art Online with and she's Asuna. And then how did it feel to play someone as despicable as Oberon?
I'm going to answer that question, but I have a question for you first. What's your least favorite cereal?
Anything Special K, I guess, because
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I try to say, "Oh, it's sweetened flakes." It doesn't taste like. I need the sugar. Okay, so with Jeremy, I love Jeremy. She's awesome. You know, she's been acting since she was 6 years old, like that big,
Tiny baby.
very very tiny, small. She popped out of the womb with the script, but it was.
I think she was about 6 when she started at Funimation, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Looked it.
She's a lot of fun to work with, and the thing is, the unfortunate side when we're recording anime is that typically, most of the time, 99% of the time, we record it individually. So I don't get to see the tears that I cause her in the show in person. I have to hear about them from a friend of a friend of a henchman of a villain of a friend.
Ouch.
But I know that the tears were there and immense, and that brings me joy, even though she's my neighbor. You know, so it was a lot of fun. Anytime I can cross paths with her is great.
I heard she's a really difficult neighbor.
Oh yeah, she's when I see her car in the driveway, I'm like, oh my god,
she's home.
Weekend gone. But yeah, no, she's great, delightful. If you see her before I do, please tell her hi.
She has a precious baby now.
Yes.
I love her
That's
so
nice.
much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, our next question right over here.
Hi. So I kind of have a silly little question that I would love everyone to answer. I'll start off with the example. So you guys know how there's like a big controversy about pineapple on pizza. I wanted to know what's your like most controversial take that's not politically related.
Ah, that's fun. That's
Hi.
funny.
Wait, what was the last part of the question? Because I get this question every time I'm somewhere.
Do you really?
Yes, because I'm in New York.
No politics involved in your pizza.
Wait, what was
Talking
the last
about the pineapple. They love the pineapple on the pizza.
What was the last part of your question? It wasn't the normal question.
So my
that I
question
assumed
was,
it would be.
what is your most controversial opinion that's not politically related, like the pineapple on pizza?
Oh. Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all,
Go ahead.
I'm speaking now. Hi, I'm speaking now.
Sarah's talking. Everybody listen. She's got a nasty comment. No, go ahead, Sarah.
Nasty woman. So listen, First of all, New Yorker here, I speak with authority on everything, and especially on this. Pineapple is allowed on pizza. Pizza is a thing.
Yes.
Pizza, we're New Yorkers. Real New Yorkers are tolerant of all ideas, especially culinary ones. I don't have to like it. I do. But totally fine. It's a beautiful thing. Most controversial opinion is something I've been kind of really going off on. I don't like good morning texts. I don't like hope you have a good day.
Oh, God.
Like the hope. I'm glad you hope that. Keep it to yourself. Keep hoping. I don't want to know about it. It's extraneous. It's not necessary. It's just a lot. I look at my phone and then suddenly I'm doing something else on my phone and you're hoping and I'm looking and it's too much. It's too much. I don't want it.
I have a whole family of extremists. We have a family chat that they begin everything with good morning. And I'm like, not yet.
It was.
Usually I'm like, good afternoon. Sorry I woke up so late.
Yeah, skip it. Just tell me what you want to say. Yeah. Just say the thing. We're in conversation I could take the whole hour.
What if they put a bracket and said, insert your greeting here, and then told you what they wanted to say?
Hate it.
You wouldn't even like that.
I don't need a greeting. We're
That
in
is
constant
controversial.
conversation unless I haven't spoken to you in a long time, and then you can say, hey, long time, and then go on, because that's polite.
The
But if I
goal
just
is
talked to you
total
yesterday-
isolation, right?
Yeah.
What?
Our goal is total isolation.
Yeah,
Do not
just don't
contact me in any sort of way at all.
Shoot the pizza with the pepperoni and the pineapple on it through a T-shirt cannon.
And
Yeah.
a good morning text.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Good morning.
Luci, what's your most controversial?
Well, in the culinary sense, I'm just gonna say I think this fits. Chili can have beans.
Yeah, of course.
Was
It is
that
a valid.
Is that
Was
controversy?
that a thing?
Oh, in Texas, I'm from Texas.
Really?
So
See, we're so
there's
different.
look. That guy knows. Look right there.
I think
It
that's
is
the only way to
legit.
do it. I thought chili was literally beans and then you
No,
put some
there are
beef in it.
hardcore people that are like, it is not chili if it's got beans in it.
So
What
what do you
about
put
pineapple?
I mean, I like pineapple, but I don't know.
Is
I'm
that
not
open.
on pizza?
I'm open to it.
What do you put in it? What is chili? Can we do a quick educational seminar?
It is like kind of it's like ground beef. It can be sausage,
Okay.
or pork, but it's ground
So
and
meat.
it has onions and tomato sauce and
Okay.
tomatoes
And beans.
has a lot of cumin and stuff. And I like beans. It's a
Of
source
course.
of protein. It's delicious.
It's not chili without beans to me. See, New York or Texas, different
Anyway,
people.
I'm
Maybe.
standing on my chili.
You're sitting
comment.
from New York. Maybe it's a Mason-Dixon thing.
Maybe.
Because most chili
Maybe.
south of the border, I mean,
Is bean free?
yeah,
To me, chili is beans.
it is beans.
It's based
Smell it,
on
nose.
beans.
This is the most
Lentil.
controversial thing
I believe
I've
it
ever
says
heard.
on the can chili beans.
Do what?
Yeah.
It's
Or
beans
no, it'll
with
say chili beans.
stuff.
You can buy chili beans.
There are chili beans. That's right.
There are chili beans. You're right.
Your chili beans
here.
So there goes
Okay.
your argument. There are beans specifically made for chili.
Well, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Stunt beans.
It's part
I
of
did
the
not know that
controversy.
you were asking
Yeah.
for this conversation.
I don't
You
cook.
have started some
at the
trouble here, little
controversy
missy.
You started. This is what you wanted.
You asked for this.
It's controversy.
What's more hot
Bogarting the
takes? Hot takes.
conversation.
Hot takes. I'm okay with episodes that get released once a week. I don't need to binge things to where it's like my couch goes, dude, enough. Like, I'm okay with once a week because it builds the anticipation and you can think about what you saw and ponder and all that fun stuff. So I'm like, that's my controversial take because I like the once a week release of something.
I do too.
Tsunami every week, and I watched Soul Eater back in the day on Tsunami.
The only controversial thing about that is you're not watching Soul Eater every day. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, or that too.
Oh,
They're
Oh.
nice.
That's 10 refresher points. Thank you.
Controversial takes down there.
Yeah, Mela, what's your controversial
My
take?
controversial thing, most thing it was when I first started voice acting, I said anime is a fad. It'll last about 2 years.
Diabolical.
I was wrong. I admit it now. 25 years later, I admit that I was wrong.
That's tough,
But
man.
that was controversial at the time. I went, I mean, this is fun, but how long can this last?
Well, but see,
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
But see, the scientific evidence around that did support your theory because, and it still does to this day in the sense that anime is like allergic to marketing.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can something survive when they're like marketing? Ugh, get that, like the Drake thing.
You're right. I mean, they've gotten a lot better at it, but back in the day, there was no marketing at
They've
all.
gotten better about it for two shows, yes. But
I'm in both of those.
yeah.
You had to stay up. You had to stay up until midnight or 1 a.m. to watch it. I mean, it's streaming willy-nilly now.
Why are people watching it?
Willy-nilly.
Boss, it's on at midnight. Yeah.
Todd, I mean, true story, 10 years ago, and we all remember it here for anime, it wasn't just that they didn't want to market or advertise. We would go in, it would be a code name character for a code name game or anime, so that when it actually came out, we'd have a fan come up and go, I loved you in, and we're like, we're in that?
What is that?
It was such a top secret, they didn't even tell us what we were in.
Yeah, absolutely. Xander?
What's your hot take?
Oh, God. Let's see. You know what? This is an anime theme panel. This one will get me in trouble online. I think Trafalgar Law is mid, man. Like, I think he needs to, like, get over it. I was down with him when he showed
Backs
up.
away
but
slowly.
When we get halfway through Wano, and the dude's like, I've meticulously constructed this plan. How did you goof this up? And it's like, bro, you've been hanging out with them for 6 months. They've done nothing but. This is on you at this point. I'm sorry.
I can see it. I can see that.
Get off the stage.
Okay. Do you feel passionately about Trafalgar Law, Sarah?
No, I'm representing my
gotcha.
fans. All my fans.
How cute are you?
Constituency.
Thank you for the question. I have a little confusion, but first, Sarah, hope you're having a good day. And
Thank you.
Lucy,
was.
if there are beans that are in it and it's not chili, then what is it just soup?
I mean,
Spicy
It's
soup?
chili.
some people would have you believe
cumin
that
stew?
is chili, but
It's
I'm
called
just
chili
saying,
because it has chili peppers
is an
in it.
equal opportunity,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
It's all chili. It's like Sarah said. Like, New Yorkers are accepting of all.
Wait, are you
I am
backpedaling now? Now you're saying it's all chili?
To me, it is
You are
all
too
chili.
We Are the World, I'm telling you right now.
He's cool with it. He's cool with it.
Right there.
He's cool with it.
All right.
Go.
We
Excellent.
are the world.
Texas.
We are the chili with beans.
Oh,
Next
chili
question.
is beans.
Hi.
Hello. So, throughout your careers for years, y'all be going to conventions, meeting fans, talking to them, taking pictures of them, signing autographs. My question is, what is most weirdest, most unusual thing a fan has asked y'all to sign? This is for all of you.
A butt.
Ooh.
I got a baby my first convention.
Is it a
How
real
did
or
you
fake
pack
one?
that in the carry-on?
That's not the weirdest, but I can't say what the weirdest one is on this panel.
There was
a baby's kind of weird. And then the dad brought the baby, and he was like, could you please sign my newly born child? And I was like, brand new to this, so I was like, are you allowed to say no to things? So I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, but the fresher they are, the easier they are to sign.
Yeah, that's true.
As they get older, they get sweatier, and then it just,
for sure.
Yeah.
The mom comes to me the next day, and she's like, do you see what you did to my baby? And I was like, I assumed your husband cleared it with you. I'm very sorry, ma'am.
And Sharpies are only mildly toxic, so.
Boom, straight to the bloodstream.
Yeah.
The baby sleeps most of the time. They'll get those toxins out of their system just through sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep and chili.
He's a doctor.
Recommend sleep, chili, and markers for babies. Yeah. Draw something new on them every day. It's a new canvas.
I
There
love
was
that
a period
solid
where-
food is a no, but toxic chemicals and pens, totally fine.
There was a period when people wanted you to sign their chest. Guys, girls, it didn't matter. I'm glad that ended, actually.
Was that like for
It
tattoos?
ruined my markers. Huh?
Was it so they could get tattoos of it, or like?
Yeah, they did that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I think
have-
sometimes it's just to be weird.
Have you guys signed the guy who's going for the world record of the Guinness World Record of how many tattoo autographs he has?
No.
Yes, his name is Kyton. He lives in Canada, and
Okay.
I was one of his first signatures.
I was in Canada. He didn't ask me to sign anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What part of Canada?
All parts. He goes everywhere.
Yeah,
He's on the hunt.
I was totally denied. Thank you for bringing
sorry.
up that
I'll-
painful
I'll-
thing. I didn't even know it was painful till you said it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all
I'll
right.
DM him. I'll say good
It was
morning.
a great question,
Okay.
by the way.
Tell him that
It's
Sonny
so
wants
good.
to
She's
sign
like
his body.
awkwardly in front of us,
Okay.
going like, I don't know if this is going to end well.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Just skin. Yeah, just skin is always weird for me.
I've signed a bag of fake intestines next to Sabbath. There was someone that came with a big Ziploc bag of fake intestines, and Sabbath, I got the go ahead. You know, I'm like, if he signs it, I have to sign it. And so I signed it, not on the actual GI tract, but the bag itself.
How do you know it was fake?
I smelled it.
And you know what the real intestines smell like?
My mom was a pathologist.
Oh, so she let you sniff the
I
bodies?
grew up in the morgue with her. So
That's nice.
I've seen, like when there was this thing, so you know at restaurants sometimes they bring the little tray of like tea or with tableside guac. Well, it's a little different in a hospital. Wow. That tableside guac is like brains, kidney, blah, 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 blah. And then when we go over to the fridge, she went over to the fridge and opened the big thing, and I'm like, oh, maybe there's muffins in there. It was a human leg that came out. And I was like, 7? But it was cool.
This explains.
Another piece has been added to the puzzle.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. She never let me use the circular saw, though. That's
Did you get to do any work in the bodies or anything?
Safety.
I got to. I have seen. Well, now it'll go dark. I've seen a lot.
Now?
Too much.
Oh, I always wondered when my mom came home what that perfume was, because I'm like, that's how odd. Is that Calvin Klein? Oh, it's formaldehyde.
Yeah.
So that's why I know that smell. Like the second I smell it, I'm like, Mom, is the spirit of my mother in here?
That is a legit.
Formaldehyde
Yeah.
for her whole career. Whoa. Yeah, it was pretty wild. So basically, you can't have any formaldehyde perfume.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, Sarah. I just filmed you on the monitor listening to that entire story.
Oh, that's really fun.
What you guys couldn't hear when Todd was telling that story about being morgue, 3 people on stage all muttered, "That explains so much."
He's interesting. Yes.
Hi, I love the tangent. Hi. Also, congrats on having the 100-year quest, Todd Haberkorn, for Fairy Tale.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting it.
Yes, I'm so excited. Literally, favorite anime. Unfortunately, Gray is my favorite character.
We're done now. Have a nice day. I'll see you at the morgue.
But this is a question for everyone. So, I have a question. You guys have voice acted many characters throughout your career. What are some lines that you said that you felt like were so profound? You're like, I can't believe I said that. And other ones you're like, I can't believe I said that. Like, that was so embarrassing.
What was the most embarrassing lines? Is that what you said? Is the second part of your question?
Yeah, like what was the line you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
I'm intrigued to see what embarrasses this crew up here. We have all said a lot of things into microphones, I bet.
Yeah. I'll start. Koro Sensei is my favorite part I've ever played in Assassination Classroom. I did that for the applause. Thank you so much. Actually, I don't even need to answer the question now. Thank you. I just wanted the applause. But he said that, and I don't think he made this up, but the master has failed more times than the novice has tried. And I think that's the most profound thing I've ever came out of my mouth on a microphone.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That is very good.
And the one I'm most embarrassed about, I have no shame, so I don't think it exists. I do remember playing a character one time because I was walking in the hallway of Funimation, and Chris Bevan said, "Hey, Sonny, come in. I got a part I need you to do real quick." And I went, "Okay." And it was a guy buying soiled panties from a soiled panty store. I didn't even know this existed. So that was kind of odd. I don't even know what you do with them. Make soup, I guess. But that was my most embarrassing one, I think.
It's just weird that they didn't hold auditions for that one.
Yeah, really, isn't it? I'm surprised. I just lucked out, I guess.
You
I
lucked
was
out.
just at the right place at the right time.
Here you are.
Yeah.
What's that Amazon order like, I wonder, for that store?
It's got to be crazy. Can you imagine being the worker who has to pack them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. I've got several at my house. I'll show them to you. You tell me.
You know, Sonny, I'm going to take a rain check on that.
I keep them in a closet with spare body parts that smell like your mother.
So many layers. So many layers. Mela, what about you?
Sir, I cannot top that.
I should have went last then. Sorry.
For most profound, I'm going to go with the wise words of Oe Todo. You can tell everything about a man by what kind of woman he likes. Oh, and me? I like a tall one with a big, gorgeous ass. He's got the heart of a poet, truly.
That was the most embarrassing or the most?
No, that's the most profound.
Oh, that's most profound. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I got a question for you. What kind of woman is your type?
Tall with a big ass. Great big ass.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
I think too, when we've done this for a long time, it's really hard to sort of remember some things. But at the end of season 6 in My Hero, Ochako has a really big speech, and it is awesome. Like, the Japanese is just chef's kiss. It's so amazing. And but there's this real sweet moment when Ochako is yelling at everybody, and she sort of flashes back to when she was little and how the community lifted up the heroes, right? And she has this thing with the ones who protect them are the ones they fight for. And it sort of propels her into the last screamy part of breaking your heart and making you cry. And it's so good. I'm getting chills right now.
Oh my God.
It was so good. It was so good.
I haven't gotten there yet, so you kind of spoiled
You will, I've given nothing away. You will love it. You will love it.
I'm just kidding.
I'm so proud for her. It was so good.
Oh yeah, 100%, yes. Oh my God.
And most embarrassing?
Sweet.
Oh my God.
Most embarrassing?
Most embarrassing?
Oh, I don't know. Like, it's not really embarrassing, really kind of, but I did a show with Cliff. It was Cliff's first directorial debut, and it's a show called Dime a Dollar.
I remember that.
Have you heard about this? And
With the
it's-
penguins.
With the penguins. And I used an alias because he was like, you want to use an alias? And I was like, I mean, you saying it that way makes me think I should. But it's just super blue and funny. And we would say things into the microphone and then just crack up at how wrong and weird. But then the funny part was that then they wanted to do a DVD extra of a commentary. And I had used this alias. So I decided that I was going to be Tessa Ellery, this exchange person from the UK who flew over here just to do Dime a Dollar. And I've always wanted to do anime. And so I did the commentary as this person. It was dumb. Anyway,
That's awesome.
it was so much fun.
That's amazing.
Tessa Ellery.
I love that.
her.
Mine is
You don't die for your friends, you live for them.
that one is cool. And the most embarrassing was an embarrassing moment. So there's this audiobook award ceremony called the Audis. A lot of times it takes place in New York. But I was sitting there, and when the names came up for, like, there's a genre of books that can get kind of spicy, and I used to narrate. I didn't ask; it just came to me. I would narrate some spicy books, and so I'm sitting there, and everybody up there, I don't recognize the names on the screen except mine for an award. And my friend turns to me and goes like, "That's because everybody uses an alias." And I'm like, oh, nobody told me that. Ever! So, like, these spicy books, it's like, it's like Dime a Dollar Christian, da-da-da-da-da, Sonny squared, all these different alias, and then Todd Haberkorn.
My alias
That
is
is
Lucky
funny.
Tucker, by the way.
So that was very embarrassing because that's such a simple thing, and I didn't think of it because I'm just like, oh, a gig, whatever you need, as opposed to like maybe I should be, my alias is
Luci.
Baskin Robin, not with the S, so don't sue me. Just a no S,
That's hilarious.
Baskin Robin.
But you're so delightful, so I bet they
Sarah.
were so
So
happy to
sure.
have you there.
Tough also to remember. I mean, I was struggling up here, but is there anybody here who doesn't know like the end of Pokemon's like what's happening? Okay, I'll be careful. In the end of Pokemon Master Journeys, or Ultimate Journeys, sorry, in the end of Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, Ash's mom has a line, and she says, "The journey continues," and it's like, our producer came to me with that idea. I don't know what they did in Japanese, but he was like, "This is what we need to do here," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I just started sobbing. And we did that. I think that's what probably. I mean, there's so many poignant moments in the show, but I think that one was like the ultimate. Like, oh god. Most embarrassing so far. I haven't done too much embarrassing work because I'm discerning.
And you have a better alias than me.
Amazing.
Yeah, Natochenny. I'm now in an anime on Crunchyroll called Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. and I'm having a great time with it. It's so much fun. I
Kakdila druk.
Kakdila, not bad. And loving it. In the first episode, there is a moment when my love interest, I ask him to put on a sock for me.
This sounds
should I
very
be
normal
speaking in
for
like
anime.
her terms? Because this feel like it happened to me. He's like putting on her sock and she's like, no, I changed my mind. And she like kicks him away. And this was like, we had to, that. And also when I had to rap as Ash, I had to rap as Ash.
Wait, you asked him to put a sock on?
Can we just skip to the Ash bit?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
But I'm lost about the sock.
Yeah. So I asked him to put the sock on.
Yeah.
And he does it because she asked him to put the sock on, so he does it. But then she's like, no, too much.
Was it on his foot?
It was so it was off screen.
I see.
Okay. I don't know why she didn't put on herself. Have I already forgotten how this scene goes? Anyway, the sock was put on. She didn't like it. She kicks him away, and that made me a little verklempt. And but the Ash rapping, that was actually. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing because I had to rap as Ash, and I only do that in private.
The same with Krillin. I rap as Krillin in private too.
Yes, in private.
Your story reminds me of one of my most recent embarrassing moments, and it's about my cousin who is from Tampa Bay, Clearwater area. Her name is Erin LaRosa. She has a Harlequin like romance deal. And I narrated a book called 7 Days in June. And she's like, that's my favorite book. Oh my gosh, when I get a book deal, will you narrate my book? She's my favorite cousin, of course. So she gets the deal and she starts doing TikToks, book talk, right? And the first one I see is the face your mother gives you when she asks you if there's any 69 in your book. And I was like, dear Erin, is there? So this book, literally in the back in the acknowledgments, acknowledges her cousin Mela who had therapy, because I realize as I'm reading this book that all of my aunties, uncles, cousins are going to, and I don't have an alias because it's Erin, and there was a lot of chili. A lot of chili in this book.
Any beans?
And she literally says, thank you to my cousin who's now in therapy for reading this, knowing that all of our cousins are going to listen to me and my chili recipes.
That's amazing. And for the young kids in the audience, when Sonny is talking about soiled panties, he means panties they buy with soil for the garden. And the 69 reference is for people who like to count, just so you guys understand.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. That is a good point. Yeah.
69 is a milestone in counting.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you guys understand that.
I mean, once you get to 69, you can stop, really.
Okay, next question.
We'll go to the next question.
Such a good question.
Please. Oh my God, you have a wonderful
69.
question coming.
Look how great you look.
Hello.
Please ask your question fast.
Oh, okay, my question. My question is, if you, this group here, was on a pirate crew looking for the One Piece, what role on the ship would each of you have? And you can't have a repeat, so only one captain. And would you eat a devil fruit or not?
Who?
A devil fruit?
A devil fruit. What is that?
I would totally eat a devil fruit.
I think I totally would.
Yeah,
you would eat the
Yes,
devil fruit.
I would.
Let's go.
I'd be the cat.
We need a cat.
I'm the cat.
Can I be the woman at the front of the ship that's in the wood that's like out on the bow?
Yes,
That's
Todd,
okay.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, hair down, just like free flowing, dreaming about chili.
Yeah. I'd want to be a navigator because that seems like an easy job.
Yes, I think I'll take up the slingshot.
What is you read a map or two and you're done for the day? Where's lunch, Sanji?
I think, don't you have to like watch the weather too? Because
Yeah, I guess you have to watch the weather.
there's a
yeah.
lot. It's a really hard
Well,
job.
but on a ship, you're just outside going.
I don't want to be on this ship. You're very lackadaisical about navigation.
Who's gonna be Zorro and just sleep all day and get lost?
He's lost.
Zoro, well, he has to fight occasionally.
What are you gonna be?
What am I going to be? Oh,
Yeah.
God. I don't know.
Navigator?
You know what? You picked Navigator. I'm going to go with sharpshooter / coward.
That's a good job. to
Minor
have.
deity.
/ coward.
Yeah, everything's done at a distance. That's good.
Yeah.
Shooter. Okay, cool.
Tony,
Shipwright is the worst job.
Looking good in shorts and a hat, sun hat, rocking it.
Yeah.
Audrey Hepburn / Luffy, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Cute.
Also, I can't believe you cosplayed Mahito. Like, how can you come out in public like that?
He's a fraud.
He is.
So great.
Thank you.
So good.
See you on the ship.
That's right.
As we get ready for our next question,
No one wanted the responsibility of being captain.
It says a lot about us.
Hello.
go ahead.
I have a question for Sarah.
Hi.
How was filming the last episode of Pokemon?
Oh, it was really hard. It was really hard. I remember, like, in the episodes leading up to the very end, there are things that he would say, like, I choose you, and, you know, have a good rest, and things like that. And I'm like, that's the last time I'm ever going to say that. That's the last time I'm ever going to say that. That's the last time I'm ever going to say that. So every episode leading up to the very end was really hard. And we had the producers there for the last episode, and, you know, we just all cried. Yeah, it was really sad. But change is good, and the new show is great, and I'm happy to still be on it. So, yeah.
Do all of you, in sort of piggybacking off of that, have experiences where you have to almost psych yourself up in your head and say, like, okay, remember this moment, because this is the last time you're gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't have to psych. I was there. It's
well, yeah,
that one's in there.
for of course, absolutely, for that
you're
show.
good, you're good. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, like, there are times because all of us they do so much. These are like your hired guns that if they're on your team, you're in good hands.
Yes.
But you do so many things that it's like sometimes when it comes to an end, you're like, all right, well, cool, that
On
was
to the
done.
next.
But
Yeah.
you almost have to make yourself be like, okay, remember, this is the last time you're doing this
Yeah.
show. Do you have to like consciously go to that place, or is it easy for you? I mean,
Well, I can't really remember the last time a show of mine ended. So, no, I'm joking. A lot of my shows have ended, actually, and I'm trying to think now, like, what was my last episode of 44 Cats? What was my last episode of Peter Pan? Like, I don't remember.
It's tough because
I will remember that.
Oh yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
remember those though. That's sad.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
all be my children.
Do you remember the
changed my
last
life.
episode?
Not much.
Okay, next. Good honesty.
You got a lot
We
going
love
on.
your
Got it.
honesty.
You're
That's-
making chili. You're making pizza.
That's a superpower.
Chili pizza.
The thing is, though, I want you guys to realize they're voice actors. You guys are so talented. And the reason that made me think of that, Sarah, my son is 7 and he watched his first Pokemon. He's in love with it. You guys do such a good job. You guys have to convey so much emotion through your voice. Where an actor on screen, they can use their face and their body. You guys are conveying so much, and you are so good at it that these people love your characters. And you guys should feel really. It's a talent that you guys have, and it's not a common talent. A lot of people think they just do impersonations, but you guys do this voice acting, and it's amazing. Guys, give him a huge round of applause for that.
Thank you.
All right, our next question.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hello. Hello. First off, Celsius. Nice.
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. Anything to get the heart rate and blood pressure up, cut some years off my life, I'm there for it.
Saved me during rehearsals.
Yeah.
Second of all, my actual question. So you guys kind of referenced this earlier. I want to go into voice acting, and like one of the things is sometimes when you audition for a role, you don't know what you're auditioning for, and even when you record the lines, you don't know what you're recording for. You just sort of have like a description. And I was wondering, like, what's that like? How do you do that, and how do you still put on a stellar performance even though you have no idea what you're really doing?
You mean, well, like sometimes, most of the time you see at least a picture of the character. And I always tell my students a good place to start is to look at the body and the face and everything and ask yourself how you would sound if you had to speak through that body. What voice would come out? And then start considering accents and history and stuff like that on the character as well.
I also just trust the director.
What?
That's
Don't
the
do
biggest
that.
thing. Well,
They don't know.
if it's him, no. But if it's like Todd, you know, yeah, it's fine. No, yeah, trusting the director because they know, right? You guys know. You know? Yeah. Well, we don't know. You guys know, right?
Oh, well, now that is mostly the case, but sometimes when it's a simul dub, we don't know where the episodes are going.
Right,
So it's
exactly.
like if
I
I
have no
cast
idea.
Sarah in a thing, it's like, oh, it's this person at a bar, it's real fast, and then like episode 7 comes to like, oh, they're the main villain.
Yeah.
Like that's stuff that's hard to know, but in general, yeah, I do the same thing. It's like you lean on the director because they're with the project 8 hours a day, every
Right.
single day.
They know.
You're popping in for, your 1-2 sessions, So you really use them as your compass and get all the nutrients you can from them so you can grow the best voice acting plant
My
in
gosh.
such a short amount of time that you can, And if they don't give you anything, you just say in your head, wow, they should not be in that role. And you go, yep, got it. So, yeah.
That's generally not the case.
I also think, you pick up so much. We almost always, not always, preview it in Japanese. And the animation and what the Japanese did give you a ton of clues about how it should go, right? And then once you kind of watch that and listen to the person in charge give you some good adjectives, how old they are, what's happening in the scene, what, are they perky, are they a villain, whatever, then it's kind of getting out of your own way and taking a shot. Because the director will always, their job is to dial you in. You give them something and they go, I love that, except make it like this.
Yeah.
Right? And so you just have to kind of get out of your way to put something out there, Give it a good job.
And I think once you realize that you're the light and the director's just the barn door, then that gives you confidence and that gives you action to go in there.
Wait, stop. The director's the barn door and you're the light creeping in.
Just let him go with it. Just let him do it.
It's a theater
I love
thing,
that
right?
description. I've never heard it before, though. That's
The
good.
barn
This
door
is
with
gold.
the chili.
Are you guys writing this down? It's
Yeah, you're the
actually
light.
really great.
You're the amperage. You're the voltage. You're the wattage. There's no light in that scene. No one's going to see that scene unless you light it up.
That's true.
Oh, I cannot wait to tell my next director that. I just want you guys to know I'm bringing the light to your barn door.
Todd said,
Just blame it on me, and Bevins will
Oh
go,
my God.
of course.
listen, Mike McFarland, Todd said, you are the barn door.
Mike, I am the light.
And the truth.
Door.
I'm saying you are me. I'm the guy with the mop going like, I don't know, I just work here.
Yeah.
But you are the light.
Yeah.
You.
Chris Sabat gave me great advice when I started directing 150 years ago. He said, this get a bigger laugh than I thought, but he said, really listen to the actors and what they're giving you. And if it may not be what's in your head, but if it works just as well for the scene, go with the actor because they're living that moment. Whereas what's in your head tends to be cliche, something you've heard before. But when you're actually acting and you're living in that moment, you're going to have a read that's surprising, right? And that's going to be refreshing as well. And that's the way I've directed ever since.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Plus, it's easier. You just let them do all the work.
I want to work with you.
You want to work with me?
Yeah.
I haven't directed in a while, but okay.
But to make
Next, I
something-
will cast you in my
make
next
something,
show.
make something.
All right, I will.
Okay.
As far as anime is normally, like they said, set. Usually video games are where like we won't know, like it'll be code named. You won't get art. You won't get anything like that. And for those, I think honestly, like trusting the director, all of that's like fantastic advice. I think the thing that kind of got me tuned in on it as a young actor was realizing, oh, I'm allowed to like, there's a space that I'm allowed to explore. I don't need to get it right on the first take. You know what I mean? We don't necessarily have final art assets. We don't even necessarily know like from what perspective they're seeing this happening, right? Because it's going to be, if it's a first person they have to walk up to you, that's a different experience than if it's art popping up and these two just jabbering at each other. And we don't even necessarily always know that. So yeah, it's collaborating and it's like Luci said, getting out of your own way and realizing, oh, there's not like a right answer here. There's just feeling out what feels correct in this moment.
As long as you're bringing the light.
No, don't bring the light. Don't ever do that. That's Todd's thing exclusively.
We're bathing in it right now. Look at all these little squares. All light.
You guys, we are actually out of time. That went by so fast. Yeah, can you believe that? We are out of time. But here's your chance. Just so you guys know, this is the very first panel on the very first day. They're going to be here. You have a chance to go meet them. You can sign autographs. You get photos with them. Please give them a huge round of applause for being here.
Thank you, guys.